Hi, my name's Dan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a start menu for your game in Unreal. The setup I've got here is I've got a third-person template map, which is normal for me, and I've got a menu that I've created, which just has play and quit on it. A couple of buttons. Actually, it would be pointless just to have a menu that does this. You'd probably want to do other things, uh, do some settings, various options. You might have different play modes, but this is just to show you how to get that initial interaction and to get this working. So what we want is for this menu to appear without the game in the background, and in fact before the game has been loaded. And in order to do this, we need to create another level, which is just for this entry menu, which will just be effectively a blank level with no content that you can see apart from the menu itself. In order to do that, we can just create a new level asset. And I'm going to call this entry level. And I'm just going to change some settings then. Now that we've got this entry level menu, we probably want that to be the first thing that appears when the game starts. And we might want it to be the first thing that appears when we load up this project in terms of editing it. So I'll show you how to change the settings. So in project settings, go to maps and modes, and you've got editor startup map. So that's the map that the editor loads up at the points, we call it entry level, at the point where you say start editing, and the game default map is the one where the game will start, which is entry level. What actually happens is if you press play up here, is that it will play the level that you are currently editing. Okay. So we want to do that as well. We want to start editing that level. So that asks me to save the other things. And you can see there's nothing in it, it's just black. We're just going to get that entry menu, which is here, and we're going to make that display. So to edit this level, we want to go into the level blueprint. And in here, we're going to do a few things when we've got event begin play. We're going to create a widget, which is going to be that menu widget. Menu. We want to add it to the viewport. To viewport. And we want to display the mouse cursor, sorry, the mouse pointer. So for which we need the game controller, player controller. Setting that we need in here is there's a property in here which is show mouse cursor. We want to set show mouse cursor to be true. I'm going to show you a little trick as well, which is to add in set focus to game viewport. Now, you may have noticed sometimes when you're doing things in Unreal, when you press play, you need to click inside that window where it's being shown before it'll allow you to do any control. But if you do set focus to game viewport, it saves you that click because that gives you an automatic focus on that place. Right. That, I think, is everything we need. Let's try it out. So, play, menu appears. I've got a mouse pointer. Nothing's actually happening, so that functionality is what we need next. I'm actually going to cancel. I'll edit that one. I'm actually going to do the functionality for the quit button first. So on clicked, quit. And that's really easy. And then we'll go back and we'll deal with the play button. Scroll down to get the unclicked. And right, what do we want to do? We want to load a level. Load a level instance by name. Actually, that's not exactly the what we want. Is it load level or is it open level? That's better. By name. So we need the name of the level that we're going to want to open. And this is hidden inside here in the maps. It's the third person example map. I'm just going to copy that so that I can paste it across. Back to my content in my menu. And then Control V to paste. So that should open the level. We also want to hide the menu. And in this case, I'm going to do it by removing it from the viewport. Remove parent. We can't actually destroy it, but it's not a memory leak if it doesn't go over and over again. It's not perfect, but we don't have any need for it again. If we're going to have menus in the game, there'll be an in-game menu rather than this menu. They'll be different. So we'll just have one of these sitting resident in the memory that we won't use again. We also probably want to hide the mouse cursor. So that's getting the player controller again. Yep, player controller. And that property was set share mouse cursor. It feels a little bit unintuitive that when you want to hide the mouse cursor, you have to type in show mouse cursor, but it does make sense in the context of the class. So we're setting that to false, so that's not being shown, and we're going to set input mode to game only, so that we immediately get control in there. We're going to need another reference to the play controller, and then finally we're going to do this in case it's needed. Set focus to viewport. Viewport. I suspect we didn't need to redo that, but belt and braces, we've got no reason not to. If I've done everything right, then that should work. So if we click play, I'll just test the quit. There we are. The quit works. Play again and play. And it's loaded up the game. The menu's disappeared. I've got control. I don't need to click anywhere in order to get control. So everything's working perfectly. That is how you can set up a simple start game menu. And that's it from me for now.